This narcissistic bum. This man let everyone believe he had a major announcement. Only the Skiller man knew that this dude was faking. And you look like an act. The studio wearing the same shirt. But I'm like, this is the big move?
Everyone's on pins and needles across the country. You ready to go, LeBron? Where's the power?
Left it at home.
LeBron, fans want to know where you're taking your talents this year. What's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm gonna be taking my talents to Hennessy VSOP.
VSOP. And this was the conclusion. Why?
More at hosting. And not only that, we're in that signature cocktail. We're in having a good time. We're in impressing guests. We're in there making memories. We're in there making it look easy.
Nope. So instead of a real announcement, we get that this fool right here just want to get drunk. That's it. That's all the announcement was. LeBron James is trying to get drunk and get some more liquor. That's all. Nothing to see here but an old drunk. His ego won't let him retire. He want to keep pushing it. Look at him. Got gray in the goddamn eyebrows. Look, gray in the eyebrows, the beard, the hair. Looking like damn Santa Claus. And refuse to sit down. He wants to keep going. Now, you know when you get gray in the eyebrows, it's over. That dude younger than me. Looking like Grandpa Christmas. Then sat there and duped the world because he want to get drunk.
We ain't at leaving people wanting more.
LeBron, appreciate it.
I like my decision.
Of course you like your decision. Getting drunk. Goddamn alcoholic. I like my decision. This dude drinking hard liquor before the game with wine. Who does that? Now he went from light to dark. Thought you was the tequila man. Now you done switched up and going to the dark. Mike wait till he quit to get the yak eyes. I like my decision. I like being a drunk. So this is what he pitches to the kids. Mike had Gatorade. Be like Mike. He had Gatorade, Nike. He had things that the kids can be in. And you sitting here trying to get the kids some damn Hennessy. That's y'all boy. Right there. That's your guy right there. This big decision is this fool is finna join Hennessy and get drunk. That's the big move. I'm here to get drunk. Hey, what you doing here, LeBron? Getting drunk. But he ain't fooling me. I already know That commercial is early. That commercial is about 3 months early. That's right. That commercial wasn't supposed to come out just right now. That commercial is supposed to come out later. That commercial was supposed to come out later in the year, around the Super Bowl. The drunk decision. Yeah. See, that was supposed to come out later in the year around the Super Bowl. But I'm going to tell you why he dropped it now. He dropped that commercial early. And the reason they ran that early, to get the decision, so everybody would get all of the attention off of Bronny. That's exactly what he was doing. He wanted to run this distraction play, run this, LeBron finna make a decision. This is probably going to be a retirement for the end of the season. He did all of that to get the attention off of Bronny. But here's what you missing, Bron. Bronny gonna play another game. Because you put him there. Unless you gonna film a commercial and make an announcement every day, you stopped nothing. You just put a Band-Aid on a bleeding wound. You stopped nothing. And DeAndre Ayton, we ain't even got to him. He playing like he drunk. You done gave him some of that VSOP too, huh? But then again, he's playing with Bronny James. And you know what these Laker Nation people got the nerve to say? Dalton Connect need to step it up. We want to see that Dalton Connect that we saw before the trade. You know why you ain't seeing him? Because he don't want to be here. Y'all traded him and kept Bronny. Only by default is he here. He don't want to be here. Then you put him out here in garbage time with Dalton, with Bronny James, who's messing up his game. He's on the court with a guy who can't play. And he was like, well, damn, you bringing your defender over here. Now I got two guys on me. Then he don't want to pass the ball when I'm wide open. He wants to try to shoot over three people. I mean, it's got to come to a time where Bronny check himself out the game. Oh, yeah, check me out. Take me out. Yeah, I think I pulled something, in my brain. Just check yourself about the game. Right, watch Dalton Connect go to another team and they be like, man, look at him. He's playing great. Because he was never the problem. Y'all knew who the problem was. You didn't address the problem. So this is the last year of the problem, hopefully. Because this 1 year deal the Lakers got, they didn't do any new structuring at the end of this year. Because Luka Doncic is like, look, y'all traded me, and when I signed this massive deal, this is my team, bro. I don't need this guy slowing me down. Don't worry, he's gonna be out of here. This is last year, Luka. I'm telling you. You're not going to have to worry about this bum. No more. All right. Because I don't want him. Don't need him. We don't need him. We can get a young guy who could actually move and play some defense. We got enough liabilities on the team as is. Well, when you're a walking liability named LeBron Ramon James, this is what happened. Skiller said it the moment we went live. Skiller was, don't believe it. It's some LeBron BS. But I was like, dude, I called the media guys, but they got to go down there anyway. So it didn't matter. He's like, well, we got to go down there anyway because it's the Lakers. So we going to be down there anyway. So, but yeah, we heard it's an announcement and heard that he supposedly might be retiring. So I was like, oh, okay, well, they heard it too. So you ain't like eat it up. So I was like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, maybe this bum is finna cash out. Maybe he gonna do the right thing. Maybe he gonna step down and step to the side and get the keys to Luka. But he can't do it. Today's generation has become so decadent that they forget about the actual game they gotta play. JJ Redick, and they were talking about actually working people into the rotation. As in the preseason, I've noticed, like, it's natural. You want to get some of the new guys abreast to some of the plays that you're running. But they run the simplest sets when Bronny James is in the game. There's no complications. There's nothing really off the grid that's like, man, did you see what they ran? That was amazing. Oh, this was outstanding. They're not running any real difficult plays. They're running a 5-out. They're running. They ain't running a lot of split action plays. It's just, oh my God. It's simple plays they're running. And he's lost on those plays. All the stuff they do, I do that in a pickup game. Because in a pickup game, ain't nobody gonna set a pick for you. You can forget that. I'm the only one still playing the game like it's supposed to be played. I'm naturally gonna set a pick. Yeah, I'm naturally gonna do the things I'm supposed to do. Because that's how winning is done. That's how many times I got to tell people. Those are the requirements. So, what happened to his Lobos or whatever? His tequila. Now he done switched over to Hennessy. Remember he said he stopped drinking Hennessy? He said, oh, Hennessy was my... when I was first came in the league, I used to drink Hennessy. That's what the bum said. He came in drinking Hennessy in the league. And he's like, yeah, then I had to find my drink. Yeah, and then tequila. Yeah, man, that was it. Once I had tequila, yeah, man, I ain't go back. That dude became a full-fledged alcoholic. But I know why you went to Hennessy. Got off the Hennessy last time. You remember what happened on vacation down there with you and Savannah? When you put your hands on Savannah. Grabbed her by her arm. Shoved her. Because you got caught. Oh, you ain't think I knew? Everybody on the Patreon know. Because we didn't already spoke about that before. So this ain't no new news. This is why you got off the dark. And went to the light. Mm-hmm. Yeah, put your hands on Savannah, talked about her like she was a dog. Your mama was there. Somebody else was there. But you wasn't married yet. Or was they married? They might have been married. I think that was what, 2014? Mm-hmm. Yeah, hit the like button. I know that day that went down. He was loose with his hands, wasn't he? You was loose with your hands, Brian. Is that what you did? When you grabbed her by the arm, she had that bruise on her arm, and you threw her on that bed, and they came up there and said you was tripping, and you cussed her out, talking about she should be grateful she with her and all that, and you told your mom, like, you lucky I'm taking care of you. What y'all gonna do if I cut all y'all off? And I'll make sure you don't get a dime. I'll make sure you don't get a dime. I'll take custody of the kids. You won't even see them again. Yeah, he was flipping out. He was flipping out. Yeah, he was flipping out. Mad disrespectful. Then, when he realized, after he came down off that dog, he realized what he did and how disrespectful he was. He apologized. I know you don't even want to talk to me. How do I know all this, Brian? That's the biggest thing you need to be asking is, how does this guy know exactly what happened on that trip? This is why you need the Patreon. In case you're thinking I just made all this up, this is actually in the Patreon. We talked about this over a year ago. All my Patreons in here, they know what's up. To the rest of y'all like, oh my God, Brian put his hands on Spanner. Yeah, that's shocking news to y'all. It ain't shocking to us. That's why he got off that Hennessy. He stopped drinking that dog and went into the light. Well, So now he back on the Hennessy. Uh-oh. How long? Let me go this. How long before the whole world finds out exactly what Bron is? The whole thing was because he got caught. She found out. And she confronted him about it on the vacation. And he snapped. Now, you might say, well, Sino, who's your source? My source? The source was sleeping with his mama. See, the source had a book that he was shopping around that exposed all of this. Now, for some reason, that person and that story, all of it just went away. The book is no longer coming out. That's the same book that talked about LeBron and Beyonce, all of it. Same book. Same guy. So, if you want to know how I know, that's how I know, bro. See, you didn't destroy everything when you destroyed everything. You just paid to keep it all quiet and make it go away. But I know you're dirty. Know all your dark secrets. So that's why you can't pull no wolves over my eyes. I know what you are. Remember Raising Cain? He was Canaan. You were little Canaan Stark. Mm-hmm. You were little Canaan Stark. Your mom was Ra, and her two brothers, Kurt, and I forgot the other one name. Uncle Curtis, and your other uncle. You were little Canaan Stark. Raising Bron. I think it's TJ is the other uncle, if I'm not mistaken. Curtis and TJ. I know all about Bron, trust me. Know all about him. You gotta know everything about your enemies. Boy, you was out here selling weed. Stop lying. You was selling weed to other basketball players. When you was in grammar school. Don't lie. Little Kanan Stark. And Juke wanted her cut, didn't she? Mom wanted that cut. Know your whole story, buddy. Your mama act like she came up with that name, LeBron. I just like the name LeBron. I just thought of it. No, she didn't. It's a liar. Your mom, all y'all, a whole family of liars. Your mom used to sleep with a dude named LeBron Havis. He's from Iowa too. He's from like Dayton, Ohio. She was in love with LeBron Havis. She was hoping you was his son. She didn't know who you belonged to. She was hoping you belonged to the guy who you end up looking like. Then she was, oh, that's your daddy. Boy, you was named after LeBron Havis. Who's still alive. And if you're on the Patreon, we'll explain it to you and run the whole thing down. He's somebody that hit your mama a couple times, you know, and that was it. She was fell in love. He's still out there, living in the hood, still doing this thing. Ain't tripping on none of it. Remember you told him you was pregnant? He said it ain't his. He was right. You knew it wasn't his. You wanted to be with him. He didn't want to be with you. Go look it up if you think I'm lying. Go look it up. Go look up and see if you can find a LeBron Havis. Havis. And see if LeBron, and see if Cino's imagining it, making it all up. Family of liars. So of course he ain't gonna retire. He just likes to lie to the public and mislead, misinformation, disinformation. That's what he resides in. So LeBron put a bruise on Savannah's arm. Just get covered up, right? Champagne sloppy 2.0. Yep. All right, they ain't gonna tell y'all the truth. That's why he did this whole fake retirement thing. to try to turn the attention away from Bronny. But Bronny got to play another game, Bron. How you gonna deal with that? What you gonna do when Bronny got to play another game? How you gonna cover that up? Oh, like they covered up the fact how y'all silenced Calvin Murphy. Because Calvin Murphy was told the truth about Delonte West. And you got mad and tried to get him fired in Houston. NBA legend Calvin Murphy. You want to get him kicked out in Houston. Yeah, you tried to get him fired because he exposed to the whole world that Delonte West wasn't the first guy to have your mom. And you knew he wasn't lying. He wasn't the first team player on that team to have your mom. And you didn't know. But don't worry, all that information is on the Patreon. In case you wanted to know who all had his mama that was on the team, that's on the Patreon. We've already took care of that. So all the Patreons already know. Whole family of liars. Then you paid all that money. You paid all that money. Paid all of that cash, Brian, to silence one guy. All of that money to silence one man. Why you didn't sue that guy? Y'all tried to make it look like I started the Beyonce room. I started the Beyonce room? That ain't how it went down, bro. You know that. I was reporting on it. I was minding my business, eating my food in the middle of the mall. That was on the internet. Then y'all paid TMZ not to say nothing. Y'all paid all these bloggers, told them don't print it. If they do, you gonna sue. So only people that would touch it was the low stream, the low tier social media. But the source came from the person that was sleeping with your mom. Because he was shopping his book. Because he told you don't play with him. But you wanted to play with him and get in their business. And told the mama either she either cut him off or he was gonna cut her off. So she had to get rid of him. She didn't want to break up with him. But Brian made her do that. Because that's what he does. He's a punk. So he had the book written out and they had the transcripts of the book. So all the big key factors in the transcripts of what was going on about him and LeBron going out places, used to hang out, like, hey, this is my homeboy, and they be out doing dirt. It was like, man, come on, man. You know, you way more foul than me. The stuff you be doing, and then you talking about me. It's like, dog, you was with me. So I understood why that guy felt the way he did. Mama gotta have a life too. Mom, why can't you get one of them L7 boys? Tell them the real reason why you didn't want to confront Delonte West. When Mav Carter and them tried to come up there and Randy Mims tried to be tough and stare him down. What happened? Tell them what happened when that happened. When they had the private meeting in Cleveland, right? When y'all had to play in playoffs. And they had that private meeting before the game. And Randy Mims trying to stand out there and stare him down, him and Mav Carter. That's the intimidation. Y'all gonna intimidate somebody like Delonte West? That dude smoked crack. You can't scare him. What happened in that meeting, bro? Didn't you say, I ain't even tripping, man. Let's just play the game. Let's just play the game. I don't believe all that beat, man. I don't even believe that. That's what you told him. You didn't even believe it. And you don't even want to hear it. You just want to play the game. I just want to play the game, man. I'm here to do my job, play the game. Shit, I don't care about nothing. I don't want to talk about no social media. I just want to play the game. And Delonte was like, all right, bet, let's play the game. And you dapped it up with him. And then y'all left and went to the locker room. And Delonte West was ready to stick Randy Mims and Mav Carter in the face for trying to stare him down. And they asked Delonte West, was there something going on? He was, man, we friends. That's it, man. We friends. We real good friends. That's all. We friends. She's not my girlfriend. We friends. So, that was that. You don't remember that meeting, bro? How I know everything about that meeting? So now you're going back on the yak, what you had to get off of because it was making you act crazy. So you went to the tequila because the dark was making you get wild. So you're going to be putting hands on people now? You back on that yak? Getting back on the brown? All right. Now, when Savannah started writing in her book, you start seeing her with a swollen lip. Don't blame the alcohol. You went back on the dark. Oh yeah, hit the like button up, y'all. Hit the like button up. This bum out here pushing liquor on everybody. Come get your liquor. Yeah, I'm Braun. Oh, you want some liquor? Oh, here you go. Yeah, some good Hennessy. Yeah, but this VSOP, it's the good stuff. Ain't no good stuff. It's liquor. Hennessy has not been the same since the 80s. Once it got to like the late 80s, the ingredients in Hennessy changed. They started making it more where it was more sweet, had a lot more sugar, and a lot of more preservatives added to it. That, Christian Brothers, a lot of dark, cheap liquor. It was taking shortcuts, using things that was less costly. So Hennessy started getting made cheap. Well, Hennessy used to be made different. People was like, man, I can't get that Hennessy. That's the good stuff. I'm gonna have to just settle for this Crown Royal. So Hennessy already coming in. So people start putting Hennessy with Coke. So now you got like 32 grams of sugar mixed with 64 grams of sugar. Sugar and liquor should never go together. Because liquor got enough sugars in it by itself. So now, you all messed up. Then you start seeing people personalities change. They get violent and angry now when they drink Hennessy. Before, it used to be like that. You drink your yak, play some cards, relax, you get loud, have a good time, then you fall asleep. Most of them would fall asleep. They be sweating like a Hebrew slave, and they fall asleep. Now, you drink some Hennessy, they just get evil. And that's what people like, man, I had to leave that dark alone. I start getting angry and crazy. Yeah, it's that dark. Whatever, he's like, whenever I'm drinking dark liquor now. I'm not mad he ain't retiring. Hell, he should have been gone 4 years ago. He ain't did nothing but waste and steal money. What has he done? LeBron James ain't did nothing but steal money from the Los Angeles Lakers. All this did was help them sell tickets. They raised the price for the last game of the season from $80 to $500. The Lakers did. People start buying the tickets. They upped the price 4 times the original selling price, which should be illegal. So now that he didn't make an announcement, now that this is a farce, what they gonna do? Lower the ticket sales back down? They play the Utah Jazz in the last home game of the season. People bought all those tickets. This is LeBron's last game. Remember, Kobe last game was against Utah? LeBron last game finna be against Utah. Man, what the irony. That game gonna be packed. All the celebrities gonna be there. I gotta get a ticket. $500 to see that bum? Please. An $80 ticket jumps up to $500 because he making an announcement. And them fools that bought it, good luck. Watching a game he probably not even gonna play in. Nope. Bro, he's sponsored by Watermelon Paul Mason. Paul Masson. Give him that Paul. Yeah, that Paul, another demon. Liquid demon, baby. Paul Masson. Paul make you feel invincible. These dudes, they drink Paul Masson. They was like, I could run through that tree. You telling me I can't? Man, I used to run through trees all the time. Yeah, Paul get people, they change, they become delusional. they injure themselves on Paul. Well, they still got that stuff that's for real drinkers, like old granddaddy. See, that's the stuff that make you sit down. It ain't mean for all that moving around and activity. That old granddaddy make you sit down and sit in your chair with some ice. Enjoy the drink. Think about the good old days. Before you pass out, sleep in the chair. That's what old granddaddy do. It was the perfect name for it, the old granddaddy. Because that's what you do. You turn into an old granddaddy when you drinking that. I was optimistic. I was hoping it was going down. They raised the ticket prices, all of it. So they went from $80 to $500. People buying it. They did all this scheming. So I wonder if those people gonna get a refund for this dude with this shit-eating grin on his face. Look at him. Look, if anybody want a picture of somebody that's full of shit, that's the perfect shot right there. That's the piece of shit guy right there. You ever needed to see one. He'll never be on that level. We didn't talk about that at great lengths. What more did you need to see? Everybody know what he is. He done been in the league 20, how many years? How many years Bron been in? 22? He in year 23 like Jordan? That dude gonna try to stretch it out. But nobody want him. The league gonna force his ass out. The only value he got is that he's on his last leg. And people want him gone. Everybody I know want him gone. There's no need for him anymore. Why do we have him around? Last year you made money because of the Bronny scandal. You sold some Bronny jerseys, and you got Luka Doncic in here because nobody was really buying the Laker tickets like that. The Lakers had to sell the organization. They had to sell it. When they got the biggest star in the world, LeBron James. Can you imagine Reinsdorf saying he got to sell the Bulls with Michael Jordan on the team? Are you crazy? The Buss family, their legacy is all coming to an end. It is all over. Dr. Buss is turning over in his grave. Jenny Buss is just going to be a figurehead with no ownership. She's going to be there like, I'm still going to be the governor. I'm going to know you're there just for the appearance. That's it. Your children will have nothing to do with the Los Angeles Lakers, your grandkids, none of them. They are all out. The Buss family is done. Now y'all got to survive. And Dr. Buss can't believe it. He can't believe it. And why can't Dr. Buss believe it? Because he built this whole legacy just to watch it fall down and to crumble. Because they put it in the hands of the person that shouldn't have had it, Jenny. This is why he was trying to let her be known. You're never going to be taken seriously as a woman. Plus, you're not good enough to run this. You're not. You don't know what you're doing. They're not going to respect you. 100% that you're not ready for it. She wasn't ready. She's never going to be ready. Of course, he the one rejected all of it. They should have booed him. I don't know why they ain't booing now. There's nothing to cheer for. But that's the thing. It's not real Laker fans in there. These are the artificial casuals that's there for the celebrity. They're in love with celebrity. They don't even care about the game. They just there to root for this bum. With that shit-eating grin on his face. Look at that. Gray in the damn eyebrows. That's how you know it's over. When the gray hit the eyebrows, it's over. It's game over. When the gray hit the eyebrows, that's it. It's done. Dude is literally turning into Santa Claus. Told you, now he's starting to look like that old man Braun picture. Look at that. When the gray hit the brows, and this is with the makeup on. The gray is in the brow. It's over. It's all over, buddy. Look at him. If somebody came to me looking like this, I knew they were full of shit walking through the door. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm Braun. I'll be, yeah, he full of shit. Don't trust nothing that come out of his mouth. Be a pathological liar. Be lying for no reason. Oh yeah, I read that book. Yeah, man. Oh, you read the book, Brian? Yeah, man. Deep. Yeah, it's deep. Yeah, man, it's deep. Man, they got this new Tron movie coming out. Oh yeah, I already seen that. How you seen it, Brian? It ain't out yet. Oh, they had, this special thing just for me because I'm Braun. Well, how did it go? Oh man, I don't even want to tell you, but it was deep. It's real deep. All right, the type of guy be like, man, there's some good food, man. You gotta try. Oh yeah, I had that. You did? Yeah, I had that before. Yeah, man, it was good, man. It was real good, man. It's got this like weird taste. What kind of taste it got, bro? I mean, it's like a peach type thing. Well, it's kiwi. oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Kiwi, yeah, it's got like that real kiwi taste. How kiwi taste, bro? Like real sweet, like bitter? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. 23 years and he 4-6 in the finals. And gonna be 4-6 again. I can't wait till the Clippers beat them. Yeah, he's a complete narcissist, man. And this whole gimmick commercial crap was lame and makes no sense. Everybody wanted to see him retire.
What is going on with this LeBron post? You guys have any insights? Q?
Shannon, you kind of specialize in the you and RJ, you know all about the LeBron stuff. What's your take on this?
Honestly, I have no clue. I haven't even asked him, man. Listen, I got 2 teenagers in my house. I'm just trying to fight for my life here. I'm fighting for inches.
I think this is like when Snoop came out with his big announcement about the smokeless grill, and I think this is gonna be like I have no clue about what lane it is or whatever, but I think this is more like some type of big promotion or something for something he has going on or something he wants to announce. I don't think it has anything to do with his basketball future or something like serious like that.
I think.
See? And that's what Q was right. Because he know LeBron. He's like, man, I know LeBron, man. That dude is full of it. Ain't nothing real about him at all. That, Kobe would have never did anything like that. All to get, see, that commercial wasn't supposed to air to around the Super Bowl. That was going to be the theme and the narrative. But to get the attention of everybody dumping on Bronny, they ran the commercial early. That was supposed to be a whole play into the Super Bowl. Yes, they thought he was going to retire because they was meeting down at the Lakers stadium. The Lakers upped the prices of the tickets for the last game of the season from $80 to $500. And people were buying them. The game sold out. They were upping all the prices to the tickets. So they ran a play on the public to go ahead and do this whole thing. So the Lakers participated as well. Yeah, he's just trying to teach kids to drink. Mike will at least drink at home, drink a beer, or whatever and have some wine on his private time, but when he playing, he like, hey, drink Gatorade. He ain't never advertised any liquor. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So they thought they got to be down there anyway, is what I told you. And that's exactly what they said. They was like, man, we got to go down here anyway because it's the Lakers. We're going to be here anyway. But yeah, we're hearing that, yeah, he might be announcing his retirement tomorrow. So I was, oh, okay. So they heard just like they were promoting it everywhere else. The Lakers upped the ticket prices. So they played right along with the scheme to sell some tickets. Now, if I had to buy $500 and it's not what it is, it's false advertising.
7 o'clock on the West Coast. And ahead of the NBA season, LeBron James is teasing a quote, decision of all decision. And so many people kind of question what could that exactly be, as the Lakers star will turn 41 this year. Lots of speculation on exactly how many years he does have left in the tank. This coming up tomorrow, October the 7th, 12 o'clock Eastern, the decision of all decisions. And obviously we know about LeBron James, a cryptic message kind of tying back to his initial decision. And that's Boys and Girls Club talking about going from Cleveland to Miami. Let's be joined right now by the Sporting Tribune's Arash Markazi. Thank you so much for joining us here on Live and Out from Fox. I think so many people think back to the original, the decision. In terms of this one, the new decision, where is LeBron taking his talents this time? To retirement?
I don't think he's retiring. I really think this is sort of a commercial, like Amazon Prime. A lot of people think that this is sort of like announcing his partnership. So I have said that I think this is his last season. So wouldn't be surprised at some point if he does have the decision to make. This just comes off as a teaser for a commercial, though.
See? Everybody's full of LeBron bullshit. They used to it. I mean, he said that months ago about why he wasn't going to do the part. He shouldn't even need a part. He should get the appeal and then take care of it from there. Mm. Mm-hmm. No, it is what it is. When someone is taking a direction to leave to go in a section that's best for them, it is what it is. But I feel the commercial came early to take the attention away from Bronny. But Bron, he's got to play another game. Mm. He got this new Tupac AI thing going around. I was like, man, that's the closest thing I've seen to it sounding like Tupac. Hmm. So anyway, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll holler at y'all later and get ready for the next preseason game with Bronny. Skiller, you was right.